Wow, I remember that. I was like, what is this? I was like, what is this exactly? Take me out to the ball game. That was way back when the GGBL was on the main channel, guys. So just doing a little throwback right there, huh? All right, well, here we go, man. Here we go. Game number 5 for OKC and Phoenix in the ALCS will be tonight. Game number 6 for the NLCS with Richmond and Seattle will also be tonight, because we do have to figure this stuff out, man. We got to figure it out. We're going to start off with Phoenix and OKC. Big thing here tonight, guys. For Phoenix, down 3-1, I want to make sure that we have the best possible pitcher to go in this game, which means Rico Ramos Jr. for them. I don't think that he's going to be available, but we got to look. So he's about less than 50%. I think it's got to be Sean Nakamura. That's probably the guy that I would vote for. And then on the other side, you've got Connor Slater, who's a 90 overall. It's kind of hard to see, but he's also available. Alex Cedeno, probably not my guy if I have to go up against Sean Nakamura. You could go with the other strategy, though. You're up 3-1. If you're Oklahoma City, you do have a game or two to play with. Well, yeah, I mean, you do have 2 games to play with at that point. Now, the question is do you want to play with it or not? Because if you start doing that, you let Phoenix come back into the matchup, it could cost you. So, really, they only have couple guys they could choose from here. They got Cedeno, they could just give him the ball. They got Slater that they can try to win this thing right here, right now. They do on the calendar here, so if they start Slater here, they got a day off, then here, then here. So he would be on 3 days, well, 2 days rest, actually. He'd be on 2 days rest. He could go again. He just won't be as effective. So yeah, I'm going to wait till hear from my Kansas City people. My Oklahoma City, not Kansas City. Oklahoma City people to figure out what we want to do there. So Sports Game Josh in here. Novacaine's in the house. Christian Gamer. I think for OKC, use Slater to get this done as early as they can. Okay. All right. So it will be Slater versus Nakamura. Okay, that'll be your matchup right here, right now. So without further ado, let's get into it. A little slider check here first, just to show you all where we stand with everything. And here we go. Nakamura against Slater. And I will be on the call tonight. We'll do hybrid, and quick counts are off. So we will be doing full game action here tonight. So no quick counts. Clear skies, clear cover. We are ready to rock and roll. Welcome back, everybody, to the GGBL postseason action. We will determine, hopefully tonight, we will get the Gold Series set for season number 4. And if we don't, we'll just push it till tomorrow. That's kind of where I'm at with it. If we don't settle this tonight, we will settle it tomorrow night. Same time, we'll go 9 o'clock. Maybe, could be even a little earlier, just depending on how far that we get tonight. That's kind of where I'm at with it. And see how close that this series has been, even in simulation and gameplay. It's all been close. 8-6 game. 4-3 game, 2-1 game. It's crazy. It's crazy. Both pitchers looking to shut each other down. Both teams with some really good offense. Take a look at Connor Slater's numbers here. 17 innings, 106 whip, 21 strikeouts, and 5 walks. He has been a really nifty little player there for OKC. Took him a couple seasons to kind of get the hang of the league, I feel like. But he has since figured all that out. Please don't do earlier. I want to be there. Yeah, I mean it all depends. It all depends on how many games we get done here. I want to get. Let me put it this way. I don't want to stay up too late on a Sunday. I want to get this. I want to get the Gold Series set by the weekend. You know. Come Monday, I want to know who's in the game. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. 2-2. Oh, that's a deep drive. Karev looking up, and that baby is gone. A solo shot for Darren Avalos. Number 3 of the postseason. Phoenix stakes out to an early lead. They got their leadoff man. They were just looking for him to get on base. But they'll take that. They'll take that. Nice little solo shot right there. Got a pitch to hit right down the middle, too. And when it's right there, baby, you cannot miss it. Boom. See you later. See you later, alligator. See you later, Connor Slater. Marty Dennison, base knock. Nice. Okay, so if you're rooting for Phoenix, I want to see Phoenix show a little fight. I don't necessarily want them to win. I like Phoenix. I like Phoenix a little bit more than OKC. I will let you guys know kind of where my rooting interest lies, but at the same time, I kind of am rooting for OKC tonight just so we can settle this, you know? Are we doing channel points tonight? I thought about it, but I decided not to. I don't have the... I don't have the will to do it tonight. What's up, War Thunder? But it seems so simple. Nice little double play ball. Woo! What a turn! Clayton to Leroy to Berger. Little dive as well. Wow. Good throw. That's huge because we know how Kevin Stoitz likes the ball. Deep drive to right, but that'll be caught. He's shooting for that home run again. Clayton, incredible double play, especially with Stoitz coming up. Yep, exactly. Since we know that he is such a clutch hitter. Now, how about Sean Nakamura, man? 21 strikeouts to 1 walk. He is not giving up free passes. When's the last time we saw a triple play? I've never seen one in this game. I've never seen a no-hitter. Obviously I've never seen a perfect game. Just this stuff that, you know, after X amount of hours simming this game, you would think that you'd get a lot of. But I've never seen it. Never seen them. Well, looks like I won't be doing upgrades this season. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't say you're not going to do upgrades. that sheet has not been updated. Remember, we had a whole bunch of channel points. We had a whole bunch of channel points that were offered during the Yukon stream. And honestly, I could go back. It was like the first 2 days of the Yukon stream. I need to go back and I gotta make a decision if I'm gonna go through it and just sift through that in those entire streams and see like who won what and do whatever. But a part of me just wants to give people channel points for free. Like, I don't know. I thought about it. About 1,000 free channel points. Because leveling with you guys, the content for custom players, for channel point stuff, it just is completely slowed the heck down. And the only reason for that is that the games that are coming out, like College Football 25, I've been spending a lot of time. The last month, I've been spending a lot of time on that. Trying to get that ready for the next series. And figuring that I need time to brainstorm all that stuff. I need time to actually create the teams. And life's just been really busy, so yeah, I just have not even had any will or desire to just keep updating channel point stuff and offer up custom players, because it does take time away from the actual series. I hope you guys know that. GGBL offseason is extremely slow because you got to create all these players to the specifics of the person putting it in. But on the same end, I do owe it to you guys that are paying for that. You know, it's a tough thing. You want the series to keep going. You want the series to keep moving along, keep trucking. But then there's also that factor of gotta be patient, because a lot of this stuff takes time. You want customs, it takes time. That's really what we're after here. But Angela Ruth, deep drive, and that one is off the wall. That could have been gone too. Could have been another solo shot. But Ruth gets a 1-out double. Can't wait for the debut of Jakob Uaz in College Football Series. Yeah. I don't remember when it happened, but in the GGBL, I feel like it. That's the thing. Like, I feel like it did, but I just don't remember the video, or I don't remember like who did it for the triple play. I think you might be right, and I don't know what Jimenez is swinging out there. Oh my God. Connor Slater just might find himself a way to get out of this thing. This little mini jam he's facing right now. There's a drive out to right that could carry a little bit, but it's going to be stopped short. Just right in front of the warning track. Now we'll get to see Braden Leroy come up to the plate here. 2 home runs in the postseason, and I think he had like 53 home runs in the regular season, and somehow lost the AL MVP. You hit 53 home runs and you lose. There it is, 2026. 53 bombs, and somehow he loses the MVP to Mario Mazza, of all people. The guy that just came out of complete nowhere. Hit a whole bunch of home runs this year, had a ton of ribbies, had a good batting average. That's a basic to the right side. OKC gets their runner aboard here, giving 5, 6, 7 a chance to go knock it in now. Berger's been really good this series. I don't want to say good this postseason. It's just been really this series where he's kind of turned it on a little bit. So we'll see if he can figure out Sean Nakamura here. 0-1 pitch, strike call, high and inside. Thing that I wish that Berger was... If I had one thing to change about his game, I'd wish that he was a little more aggressive with one strike. Just a little bit more aggressive. Because he gets himself into these 2-strike counts, and then he's having to fight off these pitches, these change-ups and things, and then he just doesn't do much with the off-speed. Novocaine, to be honest, I feel like you have enough customs for now. I feel like I like the idea you had of holding off customs so we get through a couple more seasons. Yep. Kind of have to, because I'm starting to feel it, and I'm starting to notice it too. Every off season that we have, it starts to feel like the custom players that are coming in, they come in at a pretty good rating of a 75A for like the top tier player. A 75A comes in, and they're sitting there in the minor leagues. They have no chance of getting called up because everybody else has got their starting position locked out. If anything, like a 75A, you would be doing that team a disservice by calling them up. So that's kind of like where I'm at, because for me to be unbiased as the commissioner, I have to always do what's best for each team, because everyone that's watching has their rooting interest in their specific teams that they like. And if I'm sitting here showing preferential treatment to one custom and then not the other, and this, and then you start to get into a whole thing, it's like, well, I just sent down an 80-something overall guy with some good contact numbers, good power numbers for a custom player who might do them well in the long term by giving him some professional at-bats, because the game does like when you push the top prospects up. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. So I feel like we got to get some of these older CPU players to retire. We got to get more limelight pushed for the customs that are already here. And then once they start getting into their middle-aged prime, then we can kind of open this thing back up to where we can get some more customs in here, because I want to see more of the CPU dudes that are like the D potential players that never make it, or the C potential players that are just kind of the role players, kind of get back to that, because it's looking at everybody's lineups, it's almost like it's just everybody's stacked right now, which of course in turn that doesn't really help out your pitching staffs. Everybody's custom pitchers all lit up all the time because the offenses are too good. So anyway, when the crowd gets noisy, it gets a bit hard to hear. Okay. So what we'll have to do then is lower the ground volume. Let's see if that helps just a little bit. The 1-2 to Kevin Dixon, and he offered it that one, and that's a strikeout for Nakamura. I mean, I don't know what exactly that these guys are swinging at here on both ends, on both sides. Phoenix has had some bad cuts on Slater. Some OKC players have had bad cuts on Nakamura. This has not been very good. Crowd noise sound better there, Josh? Christian game, maybe instead of every season we could do it customs every 2 to 3 year, kind of slow down the rate of customs. Yeah, I mean that's kind of my thought process. Season 4, like we're in right now, we didn't do any. Season 5 is a sim season. Season 6, we've got GGC, Golden Globe Classic. So anybody that's coming in, anybody that was supposed to come in for this Season 4 draft class that I missed, that's international, we'll throw them into the GGC. But that'll be fun to get that set up. So we've got to come up with the teams. We've got to get the locations and stuff, and that'll be good. And then we'll have a normal Season 6. We'll bring back custom players in the draft. So we'll have another GGBL draft live stream. And then, yeah, from there it's Season 7. Season 8 would be simmed. Season 9 would be another GGC. So it's every 3 years, I think, is what we said. Every 3 years a GGC, I think, is kind of how we laid it out here. It's in the Discord. I'll have to go back and look here. But yeah, I'm not against that. Because I don't want to, like, completely... Oh, my goodness. Nice play, Berger. I don't want to negate the idea completely of custom players. Like, definitely not. I feel like that's a big piece of this series, you know? So... Okay, so back in February of this year, every 3 seasons international tournament GGC. So, yep, Season 5 is a sim, Season 8 is a sim, Season 11 is a sim, so it's every 3 years is a sim. Oh, no. Phoenix going to score another run right here. Comes a throw, not in time. Chuck Storm able to score on the error by DeAndre Clayton. He made such an incredible play in the beginning of the game. Just to blow it, man. Jeez, oh Pete. Oh my gosh, dude. I was getting really aggressive here. So back in February, we wanted to start Season 7 in May. And play we were supposed to be in Season 13 by September. We were supposed to be in Season 13 by September. Holy crap, man. Just things have gotten in the way, man. Holy crap. Rico says, let's go. I'll take it. Very optimistic thinking back then, says Josh. Yeah, extremely optimistic. All right, fly ball here. Catfish got this one in. That will score another run. It is 3-0 Phoenix. Stoitz comes through yet again with an RBI. So if he's not hitting home runs, we'll get a little sac fly action here. Phoenix now with a 3-0 lead. It's not insurmountable. Definitely with this offense here for the Cyclones, they can come back. But it is still 3 runs. You got to find a way to produce that. Right now against Nakamura, he is one tough customer. Very tough. 0-2 here to Hannibal Lobo. Just missed outside with a sweeping curve. Try the 1-2. Another sweeping curve, and that one found the zone, but Lobo did well enough to foul that pitch off. Try it again. 1-2 pitch. Fastball. Just missed. Good eye there by Hannibal Lobo. He knows the strike zone. He knows what he's trying to do. Doesn't want to give in to Slater here either. Camden can run. Might not be the worst idea to try to send him here on a 2-2 pitch. That might have been a good one to go on. But now you got it full. So Slater's got to clutch it up here. One more pitch to go get him out. Nice job here again, fouling that thing off, man. 99 on the black. The 3-2. Oh, another foul ball. Was way early on the 100. Let's see if Colton Cannon decides to go here. He should be going. Full count pitch. Fly ball, left field. That'll be caught there by Berger, and Lobo is out. But Phoenix scores 2 runs in the inning, and yes, 2 runs. Now you got Nakamura here against 9-1-2 against the Cyclones, top of the order, bottom and top of the order here. OKC has to get the offense going, says Josh. Yes, they do. They tend to do this, don't they? I feel like you say that often in live streams with the Cyclones. They got to get the offense moving. They got to get the offense moving. It's like the one thing. You know what they remind me of? They remind me of Richmond. They really do. They got a lot of Richmond in their DNA here. Although the thing is, I would take OKC's offense over Richmond's offense. But they do remind me of it a lot, though, because their pitching is actually pretty darn good. And despite the names that they have on offense, they tend to get in these games where they just can't score. And then there's some games they just completely blow up. So it's a little weird. Berger's going to take that slider. Just missed on the outside corner here. Nakamura, 42 pitches through 3. He hasn't even really gotten through 3. Doesn't even have an out yet. Could be a big opportunity here for OKC. 3-1 pitch to their leadoff man. Berger swings through that one. It was a ball. So maybe on a full count, Nakamura wants to fix him up here with a off speed or some type of pitch there. Yeah, split finger. Okay. Three-two. Popped him up. Storm's got this one. He's way early under there, making the catch, and we got 1 out. So Brandon Catfish now. Here he comes with those no batting gloves. I think that's why he's hitting 1-8. I think if Catfish had a little bit more swag, I think he might do some things, Josh. I might just recommend that we got to upgrade his look a little bit. We got to upgrade his look, man. War Thunder. Richmond's offense is the epitome of mid. I would agree with that. I think he might need bad gloves this sports game, Josh. Yeah, I mean, you can tell me if you want to update him. This is just how he came out of the box. So, man, Nakamura is that his third 3-0? That's his third 3-ball batter. Yikes. So this is the opportunity that the Cyclones have been looking for. Remember, it's 3-0. It's not insurmountable of a lead here. They've got an opportunity right here, right now. Look at that. He's just missing his spots right here. Christian Gamer, I think I could guess, but why did you pick Richmond as your team? Go ahead and guess. I want to know what your answer is. Go ahead and guess. I think I know what you might say.
Now number 8.
But there's a lot of reasons.
Ball outside.
Leroy could really put an exclamation point here in this inning. The man did hit 53 home runs, so it could happen. The 1-1, good pitch to hit right there. He loves to get that inside and low pitch. Yeah, that was one piece of it for sure. Yeah. I don't know. I just like I like dog mascots. You know, I just do. Like, think about that. You got the Thunderwolves. You got the Ardmore Thunderwolves. That's a base hit. Leroy, that's hit number 2. He's going opposite field approach here twice now in this game, and they're going to go for another run there. Catfish got the speed. OKC is now 1 run down. Great approach right there. Going the opposite way. They knew exactly what they wanted to do to him. Nakamura just kept going away from him. Away, away, away. Leroy made him pay. We got the rhymes tonight. But yeah. Wrigley would be one reason why. But yeah, I just like dog. I like dog teams. You got the Thunderwolves. You got the Good Boys. Plus, it was like, you know what? It kind of sounds Savannah Bananas-y. You know? Got some minor league feel to it. That's kind of like where I wanted to go with some of the GGBL teams, is get kind of a little minor league feel. And plus, I kept thinking, you know what? They do have dogs that are bat boys. They got bat dogs, you know? So it's kind of perfect. And I don't want to call them the Retrievers. I don't want to call them anything like with the dog-specific name. I was like, you know what? Call them the Good Boys. It sounds interesting, you know? It sounds fun.
Leading off for Phoenix, the right fielder, Angelo Ruth.
And no one has that name either.
1 ball, no strike. No, outside.
Like, I could have done that. I could have called them the Retrievers, or I could have called them, you know, the Labradors, or, you know, something very specific to the breed. But I'm like, you know what? Good Boys. No one's heard of that, and it sounds very like 1920s baseball team, or, you know, something like that. It just sounded cool. My dog just loves me in specific. I'm in a family of 4, and he shows me more love. Yeah, I mean, they do pick a person. That is a thing. They do pick a person. Everybody's a part of their pack, but they pick like one person that they really connect with, and like they don't let go of that. Leroy coming through for OKC. Says Novocaine. My dog picked my sister. Oh man! If Catfish can just figure out how to hit, he can be lethal. I would agree with that. He's a really good defender. He's got speed. He's kind of gotten it going a little bit here this season. Let's see flashes. Oh, Diego! Remember we were just talking about how bad some swings were from Jimenez? Not that one. Slater gives up the 2-run bomb. So, hey, those 2 runs for Oklahoma City, they were very important. Otherwise, it's 5-0, and that's a little close to insurmountable. That's closer to insurmountable. But instead, it's a 3-run deficit yet again. So the Cyclones, they just have to keep clawing. They just have to keep fighting. Exactly, Josh. Phoenix not going down without a fight. Exactly. Is that crowd noise still good? Is it better? A little tough hop there for Berger, but he's going to handle it. For out number 1, Chuck Storm having himself a nice, solid little postseason right here as the number 9 hitter. Ground ball here up the middle. We got a play from... Oh, wow. Berger's been tested here tonight. Come on, Dixon, you got to make that throw a little bit nicer. I'm assuming that it's okay because no one's said anything. So make sure you guys are leaving a like here. Would really appreciate it. We got 9 people in. We highly appreciate all of the support here on this channel. I'm telling you, man, the algorithm loves to see engagement. Comments, likes, watch time. Cares about all that stuff. Sounds good, Subscription Gamer. Thank you. Appreciate it. Can't wait to see more of my guys make it up rather than just Baza and Strudwick. Yep, they'll get there. They will get there in time. I remember David Spears, the closer. I think he can get called up next year. He's got some progression. I think he was a 69 the first season that we upgraded him. He came in as a 65, I think, if I'm remembering right. Came as a 65B. I know we upgraded him, and I know he's gotten better. But like I said, a lot of these teams have so many players, even CPU guys, that came in as like B's and C's and A's. Maybe not so much C's, but A's and B's that a lot of teams are just stacked. And it takes a minute for those customs to really kind of take those jobs away from people. So that's the good thing with channel points, like give you guys a way to combat the progression system of each game. Whether that's Madden or used to be college football, NCAA 14, and even MLB The Show. Especially for MLB, it's all like combating regression. Like when your guy gets bad, he gets bad. Progression, people take forever to grow in this game. It's the one thing I can't stand. I wish it was just a little bit faster. And then in college football, you can't even do any of it. There aren't any custom players in college football. 25. Madden is a little different. Madden, you can still do stuff. So that's good. MLB, still do stuff. But channel points help you fight against the machine. Oh, big drive right there. Kevin Dixon. We're making fun of his defense here. Maybe not so much the offense. Pulling OKC back within 1 run. Look at that. The back and forth battle we get to see here tonight. Go down 3-0. Leroy gets him 2. Go down by 1. Jimenez gets Phoenix 2. Go back up by 3. Dixon gets OKC 2. Back down to 1. Man, it has been back and forth we go, man. So Nakamura is getting solved here in the middle innings. Oh, man, War Thunder. You just got it? You know what's funny? I just got the joke on Berger's name yesterday. It's a play on Ham Berger. Yeah. Took you a little bit there, bud. You can thank Dalton Jett for that one. 2-2. Pulled that one big time foul. Oh, boys. I do want to just thank you guys real quick for hanging in there with me with this league, with GGBL. I understand that it's been a minute. Like, we were really adamant, you know, and I kind of promised some things, didn't I? A little bit, kind of half-hearted promised, saying by like September we were going to be in season 13 in the Discord. And I know we've had one of our members leave us because of lack of uploads, which I totally understand. So I just wanted to say I appreciate you guys still hanging in there with me here. It does mean a lot to have people who are in your community that have little understanding, you know, just a little understanding. It definitely goes a long way. I'll just say that. So, Rashad Bolden, dude, Rashad, I missed you the other night on the Yukon stream. I saw your chat and I wanted to say hello, but I didn't get to it. I was a little upset with how the chat was going that night, so I didn't say hello, and I always do. You always come in, you always say hello. I always want to respond back to you, but Christian Gamer, I've mainly just been missing the GGBL streams. Always a blast. Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like, it's never going anywhere. And I know I've said that before, but just to give you guys more confidence that I just have no intentions of ending it. I just don't. It doesn't really take me all that much time just to go live and hang out with you guys for a couple hours and watch some of these streams, keep up to date with the league news and all that stuff, but especially when I'm working during the day, I can just let the CPU play against itself and then just record it, and then that's it. And then at night, just find time to edit this stuff up, and there we go. We got our video, you know. But just within the last month, these have slowed down just because of all the stuff that I'm trying to do and maintain there on the main channel. So, you know, a month's a long time. People expect, you know, a video once a week for a league type of setting like this, you know, and I just have not been able to do that just because I've been trying to get some other stuff sorted out, figured out, try to get that channel moving and grinding again, and yeah, man. Oh, Leroy completely whiffed on that one. He completely missed. Colton Cannon turns that one into a double. That's a lot of speed right there. He hit that thing pretty hard. Most guys, it's a single. It's a line drive single. Rashad Bolden, all good. College football has done the same to me. Oh, is it starting to stress you out? For me, it was just mostly the chat. The way the chat was going. Like, with the recruiting and stuff, we got in kind of a little... Listening to it on replay didn't sound as bad, but it didn't feel very good. It didn't feel good at all. What sucks is with my new job, I'll probably have to miss out on some streams, says Christian Gamer. Well, yeah, they'll always be back. They'll always be here for you. That's the thing. YouTube, they'll always be here. Twitch, I remember when I think that's where the first GGBL went wrong. Like, if I'm remembering that far back, we were doing it on YouTube, and then we'd do some on Twitch, and then we would shift and move back around, and it got confusing for people, I think. And then the bad thing about Twitch is that it doesn't archive anything. Streams get removed. They get deleted. Base hit here for Stoitz. He's going to knock in another run, and it is back to a 2-run lead. So Stoitz yet again another RBI. He's just, I saw something funny in yesterday's video. It's just Stoitz is inevitable. He's like Thanos. He's just inevitable. I think it was Josh that mentioned that. And it's true. It's so true. He is truly inevitable. It's just a matter of when, not if. There's no doubt. It's just when is it going to happen? On the purple platform. I think that's what caused a lot of people too to freak out. You're like, what is this dude talking about? The purple platform. Just say the dang name. But at the time, that was a legitimate thing. It was like if you started saying the word Twitch, like YouTube had it out for him, man. It's almost like a banned word or something. Like you couldn't say it. If you said it, or if you like were directing people to your Twitch stream on YouTube, like you're using the YouTube service as a way to funnel people to Twitch, they would get so upset over it. Which, I mean, I get it. I understand, but Stoitz is a gameplay king. He truly is. He truly, truly is. But yeah, this game is not over. It's tight, man. It's tight. We could see another 3-run homer. We could see another solo shot, making it 6-5. We could see Phoenix put the nail in the coffin. There's still a lot of different ways that this game could go. Karev drops that baseball. Just kidding. That animation, they never drop the ball. All right, so, hey, Nakamura's day is done. We're going to go to Chris Melendez. He's boasting a 5.91 ERA. Most of that was done in one game. A lot of damage on Melendez in one of these games that we saw in gameplay, but there were other moments that he had. He was striking people out left and right. He's got some good stuff. So, bottom of the 5th inning. Unfortunately for Nakamura, he is not going to qualify for the win. He would have had to pitch the 5th inning. He had to get to 5 innings, but we've already got a 3-0 count. It takes some guts as the manager to put a guy like this in right here. A 5.91 ERA. You're already holding on to a lead. You're down in the series 3-1. And you're going to put your hopes in this guy. I'd probably go another route. But that's just me. 3-2. That's a drive into the left center field gap. Brandon Catfish. He's got wheels. Into second base. Did not try for the triple. Probably smart, but Catfish clutches it up. Gets a leadoff double. Now you got 3-4 to deal with here with Karev and Leroy. Karev is looking for his first hit of the night. He's currently 0 for 2. Melendez just trying to keep this in the yard. If he can. The 1-1. That is a base hit here to left field. Here comes the throw from Michael Ruth. Are they going to test it? They are. Here comes the throw. Not in time. Karev comes through with an opposite field approach. Going to knock in Catfish. Look at that secondary lead. That right there sometimes gets overlooked in the game of baseball. Your secondary lead. If he didn't get that a little extra hop, that little extra 2 jumps right there, as soon as the pitch was delivered, I think he's probably out. It costs you a run. So Catfish, to Josh's point, is a very headsy player. He's a ball player, man. He's a ball player. So 6-5 game, Melendez gives up a run. Leroy's already 2 for 2. He's gone opposite field in both of his at-bats. That was a gutsy pitch right there, too. Change-up inside. You're just asking for it here. It looks like he's got another change-up grip here on a 1-2 pitch. Was a little bit further inside. Now 2-2. Leroy knows that he doesn't want to miss right here. He's looking for something in the strike zone, but that was a perfectly placed pitch right there. Little two-seam fastball, took a little off of it. Got a foul ball. Let's see what he delivers right here. 2-2 to Leroy. That is a drive to right field, but just foul. Again, trying to go back to that opposite field approach. It's the right way to look at this right here. You don't want to go powering up on something on 2-2. Got him. Just couldn't pull the trigger. So Melendez does get a key strikeout there on Braden Leroy. Now you got to deal with Berger here. 0 for 2. He's also looking for his first base hit. But hits the two-seamer. Rashad Bolden says, yes, the game is stressing me out. I hate playing team builder online. Yeah. I just don't like online gameplay. Oh, we got a pitch out here. Oh no. I don't like that call. I don't really like that one. They knew exactly what they were going to do. They've got the signs. Phoenix has the signs.
That's the ball.
Yikes. The tying run has been thrown out. Ground ball here. Cannon is going to bobble it. He's done this a few times, and he's also made some incredible plays too, but that is an E6. And they get their runner back on base here, so their tying run is back on first. Ground ball up the middle. Colton Cannon, little throw off balance, and what a toss. There it is again, man. There it is again. Colton Cannon. Sometimes he's amazing on defense. Other times he looks like he did just a play ago. Yeah, so Rashad, I just don't like playing online against people. You know, it's just all it is. All it is it's just cheese. That's all it is. There's no strategy to any of it. It's all cheese. It's defensive cheese. It's offensive cheese. It's meta plays. It's just, you know, it's just not fun. It's not fun at all. Online is always about the meta in football games. Yes. Even in MLB The Show, you play against other people and it's always about the meta pitches. There's no, like, meta when it comes to, you know, oh, put your PCI here and you'll always get a hit. You know, there's nothing on offense that's a meta. Stealing, there's no meta. I don't know, fielding, there's no meta. It's just, it's all pitching. It's all pitching. Sinkers. Sinkers and slow curveballs. People hitting 105 miles an hour. It's just not fun. I don't get why people think it is. Now, if you're playing a shooter game, obviously there's meta weapons. But I don't know. There's you can recover a little bit more from those meta weapons a little bit. But in sports games, it's harder to do because usually it's a meta on one side and there's nothing you can really do about it on the other side. There's no counter to it. You just have to kind of just overcome it. At least in like a shooter game, you actually have a counter, you know, because that's all that they do. They just look at that stuff all the time. Off the wall here for Henry Cozart. A leadoff double. So they got another leadoff man in second base. Six quarterback spies. Chuck Storm sounds like he's a TV weatherman. LOL, he does. Cozart, Dixon, and Jordan. Three CPU guys in the middle of this Cyclones lineup here. They're kind of just the guys that fill up the roster. Everybody else is custom. Karev, Leroy, Berger, Clayton. Here comes the throw from Angelo Ruth. He's got a good arm, man. Got a good arm. Smart move there by Cozart not to go anywhere. So bottom six, one down, man on second, and Ken Jordan comes up to the dish looking to do some damage for once in the number 9 hole. Melendez, if I'm managing, this is probably his last inning. This could be his last batter right here. I'm just trying to survive. I got a 1-run lead. I'm trying to survive. And really, there's no point in letting Melendez, pitch 3 innings, 4 innings. Don't let him do that. Like, you got to mix and match your matchups right here. You got to get it to game number 6. But the deep drive, Jordan, here is Ruth at the warning track. What a play to track it down. No tag to third. Jordan put a charge into it, but Michael Ruth was there to take care of it. Woo. Ooh, Rashad, I didn't know that those were your guys. Anyway, to find out where my players are in this series, DeMarcus King. Okay, all right. DeMarcus King is with the Chicago Breeze. He was a part of the Pittsburgh Hammers, but I didn't remember whose guy that he was, so I just made the decision for him that he was going to test free agency. So if you got a reminder, this is a perfect reminder for you guys, because now I'm telling Rashad about it. If you have custom players in this series, when it comes time, I will contact you if I know whose guys your guys are. I'll contact you and I'll ask you, hey, your dude's up for free agency. Do you want him to re-sign with your team, or do you want him to leave? So you have autonomy. You can make that decision for your guy. But yeah, so he left Pittsburgh. They were really bad, and he left and he went over to Chicago. That's a base hit up the middle here for Avalos. So they got another leadoff man on. Both teams have been successful doing that. And Alex Humberto is with the Michigan Mallards. I remember he was in GGBL 21 way back in 2021, man. That's crazy. He was with the San Diego Defenders. I remember that. Like that was yesterday. San Diego Defenders. But now he's with Michigan. Michigan Mallards. Pretty good player. Can stand to get some updates with channel points, I think. But, yeah, he's a key contributor to that team. 1-2 here to Marty Dennison. That's a base hit right in front of Erker. And Dennison kind of making up for those defensive lapses in the last couple games here. So we've got 2 men on for Colton Cannon. And you know who's lurking in the on-deck circle. You got the number 4 hole hitter, Kevin Stoitz, coming up here. Top 7. This is a huge spot right here for both teams. Colton Cannon can get a base hit here. Just keep the line moving. But if you're Caballero, you're just looking for a double play. Looking for a strikeout, looking for a double play, looking for something there. He'll get the K, and I honestly think that Cannon just didn't even have a chance. I mean, he was way out in front. I mean, his bat was like, whoa, oh my God, way out in front. on the fastball. But now you got an 0-0 here to Kevin Stoitz. No quick counts here. He loves to come through. So he's got 2 ribbies tonight. A single for a ribby, sac fly for a ribby. And he loves mashing against those right-handed pitchers. Here's Stoitz, another strike called here with the foul ball. See if he calms this thing down here, or is Caballero going to get the strikeout? And he got him. Got him at the knees. Woo! Just too late of a decision. Stoitz couldn't pull the trigger, and it cost him. So now you got Hannibal Lobo, who's looking for his first hit. Will he come through? Strike call. It was right down the middle. A little low, but it was a strike. A little more left on that location than the first strike, but nice slider pitch. 0-2 here. Caballero. Ground ball to Clayton, and Clayton will toss over to first to get the final out of the inning. That could be a momentum changer right there. Because now you get Catfish, Karev, and Leroy coming up to the dish, and now you get Mike Trainer. 2 2/3 innings in this postseason. He's got 3 games under his belt. So you do have, I think Karev is a switch hitter, but you've got the lefty-lefty matchup here with Catfish. But then Trainer's got to take on, oh, Ruth. Doe for this one just came out of his glove. Catfish delivers a base hit, lefty-lefty. So that didn't really work out for Phoenix as they had hoped. They wanted to get ahead here with this lineup with at least 1 out with Karev, the 2 righties. Karev and Leroy coming up to the plate. And now you got to watch out for Catfish's stealing ability. Dennison, nice play, beautiful play. Making up for those errors, man. 4-3 unassisted. Karev switched around for the first time in this game. He's hitting lefty up until that point. This might be a good call. This might have worked out for Phoenix. But now in a 1-run game, you've got Leroy coming up. And he flies out. Wow. So Trainer gets the job done. That was a big moment for the Cyclones. And they cannot capitalize. So we will go to the top of the 8th. With 6, 7, and 8 coming up here for the Firebirds. And we've got Angelo Ruth down the line. A base hit. He's not very fleet of foot, though. It could be close here at second. Here comes... No, he's not. That's what I'm talking about. He's slow. He didn't even try. He didn't even try. By the time that it landed, he probably wasn't even halfway. Which is kind of funny because I kind of want to see how slow that he is. So when did it land? Right there. Guys, he's not even halfway there. He's not even halfway down the line yet. He's like right there about halfway. It's now in the corner about halfway. He finally gets to first base when the throw's coming in. So yeah, probably not the worst decision. Rashad, yeah, one character when I was on this profile on YouTube, and the other was a character I won with my other YouTube profile, ESG. Oh, there's another base hit there. Jimenez going the same place that Ruth was, but I don't think that Ruth's going to even get to third. Wow, he does. Okay, where did that speed come from, bro? You could have had it. You could have had 2. But Jimenez comes through yet again, and now it's up to Michael Ruth. 0 for 3 tonight. All you need is a sac fly there, kid. All you need. So I gotta look that up, Rashad. ESG. I've seen that pop in quite a bit lately. So I gotta see like. I gotta see if I can find that. I don't have anything popping up. So, fortunately, I can't help you there. If you don't remember who you guys are, you're gonna have to remind me. Did you fill out a form? Are you saying you won somebody and you need to turn in your points or something? Like I gotta talk to you more about it because I don't have it. I don't got it. All right, Catfish, strong throw coming in. Oh, it was close too. It was so close. But Ruth had just enough speed to slide in there safely, and it is 1 out now with a 2-run lead again. So Phoenix back with the 2-run game. Chuck Storm hit a 2-run homer in the last game that we saw to pull Phoenix within 2 runs. So now with a 2-run lead, can he separate Phoenix by 2 more runs, by 4 runs? Going into the bottom of the 8th and bottom of the 9th, that'd be huge for Phoenix right here. But Caballero's got him in a 1-2. Curveball is going to miss. Didn't offer at it. They're going to pick off. Wow. Okay. Gutsy. All right, 2-2. Storm. Ground ball, hard hit there. Dixon with the throw. He got him. Some might say that that's not very impressive because you got the catcher running down the line, but I think anytime you have to make that throw, that's impressive. You still have to make the play. Regardless of who's running, you still got to make the play. So here comes Avalos, already 2 for 3 tonight. Caballero's pitched well. He's got to find a way to shut this down, though. And he popped him up. So, even though they gave up the 7th run, it's still not insurmountable here. Bottom of the 8th. 5, 6, 7 coming up, and Willie Lamar, another pitcher that has had his struggles.
1 ball, no strike.
Two-seamer's going to hit outside. Oh, Juan, is it going to stay fair? It was just outside the pole. 6.3. Outside the pole. It could have been a huge spot for the Cyclones, man. Get it to 7-6. Berger was so close. We'll see if Clayton can kind of pick him up here. You got to find a good pitch. Good pitch to hit, and don't miss it like that one. Don't miss that. Change up. He's meaty. So the tying run comes up to the dish. It's Henry Cozart. He can run into one too. He's come through in some gameplay moments. Exactly. Josh, yep, you're right. It would be huge just to get a run this inning. Exactly. You gotta stay competitive somehow. Guys running here. Wow, okay. Did they get him? No. Clayton with a stolen bag. That might be very important right here. Base hit could score him. Staying alive. Hanging in there is Cozart. The 1-2. Oh, right down the middle. The slider. Oh my goodness. Is that going to get through? Dennison! Oh, what a play! And then Stoitz on the other end with the pick. If that gets through, that scores a run. Wow. This guy has really made up for the defensive miscues in the last game. Like, that was an incredible play. He had to be there at the right time, at the right spot. Whew, great play. Great play to save a run here, potentially. Lamar's got to come through. Baseball's funny like that. It's a very individual game, but when you put it all together, it's a very team game. So you got to pick each other up. Very mano-y-mano, very individual game, but when you put it all together, everybody's got to look out for each other. So 3-1 here. Lamar to Dixon. Looking for a fastball. Is he going to get one here? He does get one. It's a two-seamer, 85 miles an hour, and he walks him. So now the tying run is at first. And they will remove Willie Lamar for Jim Park. 5 Ks, 1 walk in 5 games, 5 1/3. So he usually only goes, if you're doing the math there, he's really only going about an inning. So we'll see what Jim Park has got here against Ken Jordan. He just missed an extra base hit the last time he came up. Here's a fly ball to center. Should be easy for Avalos, and he's there. Phoenix will maintain the hold on to that 7-5 lead. And now we head here to the bottom, or top of the 9th, excuse me. We're in the bottom of the 8th there, Goldie. So Phoenix looking for some more runs. That's where we're at. Looking for some insurance. Dennison fly ball, left field, Erker. Got it. 1 down. And we'll turn it over here to the number 3 hill hitter, Colton Cannon. Sports Gaming Josh, crucial play in this game. Yep, more base runners means you can get the 9th to be the main part of the lineup. Yes, he wanted to keep this thing going. Top for the last inning for OKC. Get some hits, walks, and put it big boys in a huge spot. Yeah, I gotta remember where they're at. Oh, so Dixon was the 9-hole hitter, so they will get the top. Yeah, they get the top of the order. 1, 2, 3 for the bottom of the 9th. Maybe we see a walk-off. Wouldn't that be something? Get to see a walk-off to send your team to the Gold Series. Wouldn't that be something? Ooh, Stoitz wanted that one there too. 88. Definitely hittable. Definitely can do some damage on that pitch. 1-2. Capel to Stoitz. Gonna miss with a changeup. Someone channeled their inner Nacho Molina. That was pretty cool. See a walk-off like that. It's funny you guys remember that stuff. I remember it for about a week, and then it's gone. Stoitz deep drive. Oh my God, he did it again. He will not let up. He has to hit a home run in every single game of gameplay. Every single game, he has to do it. This guy's stupid, man. It's just dumb. I have never, 7 bombs in the postseason. I have never seen a player that does this. It's amazing. It truly is amazing. But I love it. I love it too, because then it gives me faith. It gives me hope that the game just doesn't like look for players to screw all the time, because it has players like this who always come through. You know, just like in real life. Just like in real life, you know when Barry Bonds was going to get a home run, right? You knew when Albert Pujols was going to come through with a base hit. You know when Ken Griffey Jr. was going to do something, you know? So it's kind of cool to see that we still have guys like that in the league. Although I wish that it was Ricky Holtman. I wish that he would be able to do something like that in gameplay. He's a sim god. Holberman is a sim god, but in gameplay, he does nothing. He either walks, hits a ground ball to second base, or he pops up. It's just like, it's just weak. It's so weak. He's an MVP. He won the MVP. He won the MVP this year in sim, but in gameplay, the guy does nothing. And that's kind of like a preview, little preview for this game upcoming after this one here. So let's do it. Let's do it. We got a 3-run lead. So all of that, guys, all of that, all the battles, the inning by inning battles, it's still a 3-0 lead for Phoenix. Remember when Phoenix was up 3-0? Well, here you go. It's back to a 3-run deficit there for the Cyclones. So they do get the top of the order here. 1, 2, 3. Berger's 0 for 4. He doesn't want to be 0 for 5. So let's see if he can do it here. He does get a line drive. That is gone! A 2-strike solo homer for Brady Erker. Cyclones are not dead yet. Because now you get the big boppers right behind you. And against the lefty, too. Man, he did not miss that slider. Woo! Line drive, bomb. That Dennison play and Stoit's homer was huge. Yes, just to keep it with this lead. If they don't make that play, then yeah, it's a brand new. It's just a brand new situation. Look at Catfish, by the way. He's 3 for 20. 2 of those 3 hits have come tonight. So he was 1 of 17 in this series. Not the best, but Catfish tonight has been good. Could you imagine him getting on right here, then stealing a bag? Karev comes through the base hit. I'm gonna predict it for you guys. Catfish will get on. He'll steal a base. Karev will knock him in for another run. Never mind. Never mind. Catfish strikes out, but they're still not dead yet. You got 2 outs to play with to try to get 2 runs. The odds are against you if you're the Cyclones here. But you can win it. You can still win it. You can advance to the Gold Series on a walk-off. They just need Smooth to feel the pressure a little bit here against the home crowd. Down 3-1. Oh my goodness, he's going to pop it up. Smooth's got to make the play. Not in time. Karev lays down a bunt that really looked like it was going to be caught. Like if you're Smooth or Chuck Storm, like you guys got to dive for that thing. You got to make a play. There's too much speed for Karev. You're not going to get him. So now that brings up Braden Leroy in a 2-run game with a man on base. 0-1 here, right down the middle. Just, you know, it's a little out. But now you got him 0-2. You can do so many things right here. Off speed, you can blow a fastball. Like, what's the decision here from Damian Smooth? He's going to try to blow up that fastball right by his face. Get into his kitchen here. I probably wouldn't go back in. 1-2. Gonna be high again. 2-2. Looks like he's got another fastball grip here. 2-2 pitch, and he got him. Fired the 96 right by Braden Leroy. Good matchup right there. Smooth against Leroy. But now we will turn Berger around to the right side. Strike one. Another fastball grip here from Smooth. Looks like he's just going to stick with it, try to blow it by these guys. But he's got him 0-2. Can Phoenix survive and head to a game 6? Oh, just missed. You could read that one or two ways. Either Berger didn't want to pull the trigger, he didn't really know if that was a strike or not, and he got lucky, or he knew. 1-2 here. It'll be a ball in the dirt. Just changing eye levels here. Now Berger doesn't know. Is he going to go slider, or is he going to blow a fastball by me just like he did Leroy? 2-2. He goes with the curveball. 3-2. You have to be on the move here if you're Karev at first base. Oh, he took it. Whoa. Did he go? You know, in MLB 24, they would have said, they would have rung him up. He did not. Oh, yes, he did. He definitely went. Whoa, dude, he was way out in front. What do you mean he didn't go? He was like 2 feet. He was like 2 feet out in front. Oh, no. Oh, no. 2 men on, and DeAndre Clayton. Ball 1. Everybody's on their feet. That's very much no swing. The levels of bias and the levels of bias are next level. Oh my goodness here. 2-0 now to DeAndre Clayton. And now Smooth is feeling it. He's got the entire stadium bearing down on him right now. 2-0 pitch to Clayton. Got the call. You gotta throw some darts right here, man. You gotta shake it off. Throw some darts. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball down the line. It is foul. So you're lucking out here, Damian. You got him with 2 strikes now. What's the call? What are you going to dial up right here? 2-2 pitch. High again. Full counts with Cozart on deck. Checks the runner, looks back at Storm, fires it into home plate, but it's another walk. Smooth has given up 2 walks. And the bunt by Karev, you could argue that really rattled him. It rattled him now, because now you got Cozart, who is also a switch hitter. He's turned around. Bases are loaded. Just missed. Low and away. 1-0 count now for Cozart. If you're Cozart, you just got to put a good swing on it. That's it. Just get a base hit. That's all you need here. But you have to be patient, too. He is missing his spots left and right, high and low. He's all over the place right now. He is officially rattled. The 2-0. Strike. High and outside. It was a good pitch to lay off of. It wasn't in a good spot to do something with. The 2-1. Swung on and missed. An 86-mile-an-hour slider. If you're smooth, you stick with it. Another fastball grip here. 2-2. Smooth to Cozart. That is a foul ball. He's still humming it, man. 97. Ball 3 again. Another 3-ball count. And Cozart just spit on it. He didn't want anything to do with it. Whew. High pressure right now. Smooth to Cozart. Here we go. He walked him. He walked in another run. The winning run is at second base. The tying run is at third. And they're going to send in Jordan Carlisle. They've had enough of the Damian Smooth show. And all they need is one more out. That is all they need. Dixon. They just need one base hit. Two teams, they need one thing to happen. Phoenix needs an out. OKC needs a base hit. Or a walk. They'll take a walk. Just to get this thing in extra innings. Carlisle to Dixon. High again. Another 2-0 count. Whew. 2-0. That's a Dennison makes the play. Wow. A hard hit ground ball right to Marty Dennison, who had been under the gun in Phoenix sports media. All over the place, he was under the gun. This guy's got to be better. This guy this guy that. He can't play second base, and he has come up big time today, saving runs all over the board for Phoenix. None bigger than that one. None bigger than that one. That gets through. You know they're sending the runner from second base. You know it. And they'll probably score. Because Angelo Ruth, as big and burly as he is, he's got some arm strength, but he does not have a lot of accuracy, if you will. So that saved the series right there. Marty Dennison saved the series. For now. Phoenix lives to fight another day, but Oklahoma City was so close to delivering a classic comeback here in this ball game. So the GGBL, man, it never disappoints, does it? 8-7 victory there for Phoenix, and man, it was close. Diego Jimenez, your player of the game, 2 for 4 today. A lot of guys went 2 for 4 for Phoenix. The only player not to get a hit was Michael Ruth. So how do you feel if you're him? You have the worst batting average on the team, and you went 0 for today. So, yeah, he might need to sit in the next game. He might even be the hero next game. That's just how those things work. But Stoitz, Avalos, Jimenez, the 3 home runs. Cannon, Ruth, and Jimenez with the 3 doubles. Nakamura was pretty good, but, you know, I think that maybe the pitch count just got to him. 6 Ks in 4 innings. That's pretty effective. It's pretty efficient. But he also gave up 4 earned runs. So, yeah, I think that was maybe too early of a decision. I'm not sure, but they really taxed their bullpen tonight. I mean, you could argue that Lamar only with 2/3, Smooth with 2/3, but that might come back to haunt him here in game number 6. And even game 7 if you want to look even further than that. But, yeah, OKC offense showed up tonight too. They showed up, scored 7 runs, had 11 knocks. Berger and Ken Jordan, the only 2 guys to go over, but they also drew a walk, so you take that as them seeing the ball. Slater only 1 strikeout tonight, 4 1/3, 6 runs against him. 4 of those were earned. 1 of those was based on an error. So, yeah, 1 strikeout. That's kind of not like Connor Slater, honestly. It's a little uncharacteristic. All right, so we will head out here now to Seattle and Richmond as our next game. So, Richmond has a chance to end it right here, up 3-2, but it is in Seattle, and the next 2 games are in Seattle. So this is a big opportunity here for the Emeralds to come back in the series. They got the hometown crowd at their backs. So let's just see what the pitching looks like here for Richmond. They've got Kern, they got Silva. Piazza is ready to go. Monroe is definitely not. Rich Norman could go again. That's a very tough call. Piazza's pitched really good, though. He's pitched really good. Cesar Silva, how did he do this year? A 5.32? Yikes, you can't start him. I mean, you could. He might be a better gameplay pitcher than he is sim. Hits per 9, though, for Kern. Very good. So he went 16-4. Darren Kern did. Wow. Home runs, though, 43. Yeah, Piazza's probably the guy. He's got decent numbers across the board. Home runs per 9 are a lot better. He's got more stamina. He's not going to tax the bullpen. I'm probably going to go with Piazza here. And then on the other end and side, on the other side for the Emeralds, you got some options here. They actually have a pretty good pitching staff. You got a lot of options here for Seattle. You could go with Ramon Anaya. I mean, you could get eliminated here, so I probably wouldn't. He was 20-7 this year in the bullpen, by the way. He had no starts, and he won the Cy Young. He won the Best Pitcher Award. I mean, he put up the numbers, but I probably wouldn't trust. Even though he won 20 games, I probably wouldn't trust him in this spot because he hasn't done it. You got Roberson you can choose from here. He went 13-12 though, so he came over from Atlanta. You could go with Hemingway. He went which is probably my pick. I would probably go with Hemingway, but the only issue is with Hemingway, we know what he does in gameplay. You know, he finds ways to blow up in gameplay, even though he's got really good numbers: 78 hit per 9, 71 K per 9, 81 walk per 9. Steve Morgan had 13 strikeouts one game against San Diego, so he's pretty decent. But you can't put Shevchuk in there. That's the only thing. He's less than 50%. You got to save him for Game 7. Like, that's kind of where we're at right now. So I personally don't want to make the call for Seattle, so I'm going to leave that up to you guys. Seriously though, I don't want to make the call for Seattle because I feel like that's just gonna ruffle some feathers, I think, if I did that. So, because if we win, then it's gonna be like, no, you should have done the other thing. You screwed us, right? So let me see what you guys are saying here. Anaya went 7 innings pitched, only 2 runs given up in Game 3 of the divisional. And it was simulated, by the way. That was all sim. I have not seen him pitch in gameplay. So that's another factor. That's a factor for Seattle. I have not seen this guy pitch in gameplay. I have no idea what he's bringing to the table. 97 four-seam, curve, slider, circle change. Pretty standard mix. Hemingway, 7 innings pitched, scoreless in Divisional Series Game 2. Steve Morgan, Divisional Series, 6 1/3, 13 strikeouts. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. JD Weeks in the house. I'm starting a dynasty with all these teams. Christian Gamer says I'd probably say Hemingway. That would be my pick. That's who I would go with. But my only hesitation with going with Hemingway is because I know what he does in gameplay. I just know what he does. You know? So I don't want to make the call. If you guys make the call, then I feel a little bit better about it. You know? I guess at this point, what you really want to see happen is you really wanted to get Shevchuk in here, but he just pitched in the last game. He pitched in this game right here. Shevchuk against Monroe in game number 6. 2, 4. No, sorry. Game number 5. So, just to try to break the tie, I wanted the best pitchers in there and then make it. That's really what I wanted to do because it was a 2-2 series. Both those guys were healthy. And then I was like, you know what? Let's have mano-a-mano, the best pitchers here, break the tie. Because whoever gets it, whoever wins, gets the advantage going into the stream. You know? I feel like that was a good way to break the tie, is have the aces go up against each other. And Monroe won that battle. So, but yeah, being down in this situation, if you're Seattle, 3-2, you want your best guy going out there, but they don't have him available. So it's like they got to go out with their next best guy, which would be Hemingway. Shevchuk been horrible this series, though, hasn't he? He was really good in game 1. Game number 5, he was not. Shevchuk's been okay. Yeah. Anaya, maybe put him in the pen. I can do that. Maybe put Marmot's been fine. Let's put Young. Yeah, let's put Young in the rotation because we're not even using him. Okay. So we want to go with Hemingway is what we've decided. I mean, I think that's just based on the overall. If you wanted a tiebreaker, I think the overall rating is probably the tiebreaker. So, all right, without further ado, let's get into the matchup here. Piazza against Hemingway. Let's just check those sliders just to make sure nothing's changed, and we are good to go. All right, perfect. All right, so we got 3-2 series. Obviously, I'm hoping that Richmond gets it done. Truly. Just so we can get into the next series. All right, so what do we got? We got Brady Dunn, 72-51. Oh boy, what do we want to do? Do we start Samuel Wilson? He had 211 this year. LeVar Rowe has 87 power. Do here. Boucher 61-53, Wilson 76-47, 49-87. So LeVar Rowe's got more pop. Altman's actually the vision is not that bad, but Altman's come through in the clutch a little bit here. Quevedo against right-handers, I probably don't want to do that. 55-64. 55-64. What do I want to do? Could still give Quevedo a shot, I think. Because he's better than Dunn defensively. All right, let's just not shake it up too much. Let's see what Seattle's bringing to the table here against a righty. Can they do anything else to optimize their lineup? Not really. Yep, not really. Okay, we're ready to go. We're ready to rock and roll. Piazza against Hemingway. Here we go. We'll do hybrid. Quick counts are off. We will do partly cloudy. We'll set the stage here. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Man, this is I'm a little nervous. If we get I can only imagine how Seattle fans are feeling though too. I can only imagine how Seattle fans are feeling. They're probably really nervous right now. Down a game. This is elimination territory. Yeah. I'd be nervous too, guys. Because I'm nervous right now. I want the good boys to get it done. I want them to finish this off. What's going on? Can we get to this? There we go. All right. Getting into the gameplay action here. Hemingway's stats up on the screen. 12 innings. Good ERA. 1.5. Whip. Respectable. But he does walk some guys. 5 walks. As Kingston Mondesir steps up to the dish. 324 in the postseason. He's had himself a good one. We'll see if that speed is going to be a problem here for the Emeralds during the opening frame. Anyway, throws that fastball right by him. Mondesir's not afraid. He says, bring it. I'll swing at that. But that's why Hemingway is so effective right there. Fastball, blows it by you. Then he tosses up a little curveball. It looks like they want to go high again. Got him. Look at that. Okay, all right. So Hemingway is on it. He's on it tonight. Got Kingston looking. Scott Gonzalez hitting .219. No home runs, 6 RBIs. This is a player that, for the last couple of seasons, was kind of splitting some time here and there. We had Chris Irvin, who's now a Seattle Emerald, but he can never really hit. And Gonzalez always seemed to come up pretty big time in gameplay. So we gave him the job last year. Gave him the job this year. And he's really, I don't know. He just kind of has... he's failed the expectations of being a legitimate starting second baseman for us, so that might be a spot for us that we look at here in the future. But maybe down the road. All right, so Ricky Hoberman, can you do something, please? All this is done in sim, by the way. 313, 4 bombs, 8 ribbies. I'm just getting a little aggravated with my boy here, Ricky Hoberman. Like, and then that's just what he does. He fouls one off. He takes one for a strike. Then he likes to take balls low. Likes to take balls inside. Giggity. He doesn't take much outside though. He often expands the zone that way. The 1-2 got him. I just can't stand it. I can't stand it, guys. It just makes me so mad. He's like, you're the MVP, man. You're supposed to be the guy. And he never does anything in game. Ever. We see Kevin Stoits coming up big all the time, hitting home runs left and right. He acts like an MVP in game. But Ricky Hoberman? No. He's just a sim player. Yeah, he refuses to display his secret in gameplay. Exactly. That's what makes him so frustrating. Same thing with KAJ. I feel like there's moments where Portugal, he's sitting there waiting for KAJ to do something and he just doesn't do it. So we have basically 2 players on this roster that all their damage is done in sim. But then when it comes to gameplay, that's where we get in trouble because they just don't come through. I think that's kind of been the biggest issue for the good boys is we have players that in game that just don't do anything. But that's a good pitch. Get the leadoff man. Piazza strikes his guy out there. That's Kobayashi. Ball. And now we get Seiko Ichiman. What is going on with our stream here? Yep. We're in the red. Is the stream acting funny for you guys? Seems like we're on the comeback here right now. We're back to green.
That's the ball.
That's a line drive shot to center, but Mondesser's there. It's a pretty decent lineup there for the Emeralds. Obviously, their strength is their pitching. It's like both teams really... It's kind of funny when you look at it. Both teams addressed their weakness. Line drive to the left, and Quevedo's out there making the catch. I feel like if that was Brady Dunn out there, he would have let that fall. But both teams really addressed their weakness with each other. Seattle with KJ, they had the offense. And Richmond with Shevchuk, they had the pitching. It's been the two issues for these two squads, trying to find the one piece that could really help them with that. So they're a lot more balanced now that they were able to partner up and make those moves. But now they face off in the ALCS, and they get to determine, or the NLCS, excuse me. And they get to determine against each other which was the right strategy. Got a 1-2 here to KAJ. Good pitch to foul off there. Was just about to nibble the outside zone. But Hemingway is looking pretty good so far. 1-2 pitch here. Gonna miss. KJ spits on that one. Got him. Again. Players that don't do jack. 3 and 4 hitters for the good boys. KJ and Ricky Holman. They are one in the same. A player like Braden Leroy would come through and just destroy that ball right there. You know what I mean? You throw that pitch right there, he would just destroy it. It's crazy how it works. I think it has something to do with batting stances. I really do. I have a theory. I think batting stances have a lot to do with how players perform. Because how does a guy like Kevin Stoitz constantly come through? Or like Nacho Molina constantly comes through? You know? There's something to it. It can't just be the ratings. Or Ryan Berger. He comes through in gameplay a lot. 1 out double here for Berger. That would be, I believe, the first hit of the game for the good boys. Yes, it is. First hit of the game in general. So now it's up to Chris Addison. Has a really good AL. I keep doing that. NLCS. He's had a good championship series. But a lot of that damage was done at Fetchman's Field, their home ballpark here. Hemingway's pretty tough. He's got that little sidearm, little almost kind of submarine delivery. When he hits you with 96. Yep, there's that 95. Because it looks like he could get a lot of break. He's actually trying to spin it. Like right there. You're waiting for 95, and then when that thing kind of floats in there, you're just like, no, I'm not even ready to even offer at it. I don't want to offer at it. I'll give you that one.
Outside, ball.
Live to see another pitch. And then by that point, now he's got you down 0-2 because he's going to blow a 96-mile-an-hour fastball by you. But Quevedo got a good piece of that one, but it will be a fly out there to Joshua Tora and left. And that will do it. That will retire the good boys here in the top of the second. So we'll see if Piazza can keep up this momentum here that he's got. Line drive to left. Quevedo makes that catch. So both left fielders flying out to each other there. Tora And Quevedo. There's a line drive to center. Mondesur coming on, not going to get there. Thought for a second with his speed he might have been able to get there to get a little dive on, but no such luck. Brent Miller comes up with a base hit. And now you got 227 Elvis Doe. The king.
No. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Miller's been solid for Seattle this postseason. Yeah, he's been solid in gameplay, like in general for them too. That's a base knock right there, right in front of Quevedo. So these little, I'm not going to call the first hit a little cheapy, but that one was kind of cheapy. Ooh, Mitchell. They were probably thinking he was going to take that pitch, but kind of surprised him, kind of blitzed him there with a swing. And he hit him. Wow, can't do that. Can't do that, Richmond. Strikeout would be huge right here. Strikeout would be big. 1-2. Ground ball. Get the double play. Come on, boys. Turn it. They got it. Woo. Nice. Double play ball will end the inning, and I will be right back. I think my good boy has to get outside for a little bit. Be right back.
Leading off for Richmond, the right fielder, Connor Alston.
Off the plate. Ball. 2-0 to count.
Number 4.
Outside. Right. Two balls, two strikes.
How we doing? How we doing, boys? So I leave, and Kingston Mondesir hits a solo jack. Love that. Love that. So what is going on with the stream quality here?
Leading for the All-Star. The right field.
Yeah, it's stuttering here. So I gotta look at this output here for a second. Let's go down to 2,000 kilobytes per second. Let's see if that helps. I don't really know what's going on with it. I've had some storms today. A lot of storms. So my hope is that maybe kind of moving that down is going to help it. We'll see. I keep monitoring. It was stuttering for me on my phone, and it's using my internet. So I'm out there with Wrigley. I'm outside with Wrigley, and I'm watching, and I'm like, it's doing it for me too? Goofy. All right, got a strikeout there. Rafael Irizarry getting a K. Stream is fine. Mostly it's just kind of stuttering. Yeah. It's still annoying, though, because you're sitting here trying to watch something that's, you know, requires a little bit of consistency there, you know.
Ahoy.
The batter, number 7.
All right, base knock here for Goro. Ooh, we got Seiko up too. So we gotta watch out for this. This is a little rising sun duo. The rising sun duo. Seiko and Goro. Like to do a little, they like to get creative. Hit and runs. God, it's doing it again, isn't it? Yep, he's going. There's a pitch out, and Addison's throw is a little high, and they're not going to get him. So that's going to cost us, I think. That's going to cost us. We had the pitch out, and the throw was on time, but it was a little high. He might even try for third base, too. That's an option. That's always in play with the GGBL. They love stealing third base. Seiko offers at the slide piece. Right idea, execution was slightly off. Exactly. Oh boy. 2-2 here. Seiko is going to take that outside. And on deck, their best contact hitter, one of the best in the game, if not the best in the game, Clayton Hall. I think I saw it was like 99 contact against righties. Full count. Foul. I kind of want to throw him high and inside fastball. That's how I would have attacked him there. But they're going to go low. Nope, they're going to try to get in there. But a foul ball. So do you go off speed? Not much control on the off speed here. Probably do your best pitch. Got him. Four-seamer, high and outside. It's going to get the third strikeout for Piazza. But now you got to get this guy, Clayton Hall, hitting .231. So you would think he's bound to bust out, don't you think? He's struggled enough. Piazza's kind of losing it here a little bit, it feels like. Still got 40 pitches upcoming. And honestly, looking at that, it's 10. I like to be about 10 above the actual inning. So in the third, if you're at 30, that's amazing. If you're at 40 in the third, so that's 10 above, you're doing pretty good. Anything above that, your pitch count's getting a little too high. 9 innings at 90, right? 9 innings at 100. Getting a little high. That's kind of how I like to, just how I like to think about it. That's not a baseball standard. That's just kind of my thing. Full count. Oh, good take there by Clayton Hall. So now it will leave Josho Tora with an opportunity to get Seattle their first runs of the ball game tonight. Lefty-righty matchup. Piazza, four-seamer, rolling away. The 0-1, got a little slider on the inside part of the plate here. 8 balls, 15 strikes. It's not bad. It's not bad, but it's quite a bit of pitches. 23 in the inning. 0-2 counts. Slider wanted to keep going a little bit more inside. He went out, went middle, now he went in. Probably high and out right here. Let's see what they draw up here. 1-2. Another slider inside. Ricky's got a hustle. He bare hands it. Got the throw off. Got it in time to nab Josho Tora. Your 36-year-old Ricky Holberman making a fine defensive play. Man, it's tough for him to get out there now. Good play by the vet. Yes, sir. It is tough for him to get out there, though, to make that play. You know, it's the bending. It's the bending motion. Is that that's one of the first knuckleballs that we've seen from Hemingway tonight. Another knuckleball. Wow, they're just giving Ricky they're giving him the kitchen sink right here. Fastball, probably. Good eye there, Rick. Can you do something for once, please? Please, so the fans out here, they can see that you're actually legit. No. It's so frustrating, man. I'm dying over here. I want to see my guy do something. I've never seen Ricky Holberman do anything. You know how that feels, guys? Do you know how it feels to have your player do nothing? Oh, KJ! Is it staying fair? It is. It's gone. First pitch swinging. KJ delivers the solo homer. That will definitely help the cause of Richmond here, trying to advance to the 4th Gold Series in as many seasons. Look at the swing. Beautiful. Absolutely launched it. Now it's up to Ryan Berger here to keep that thing going, man. Keep it going. Keep the line moving. It's funny that Berger's kind of back home a little bit. GGBL 21 was not canon. But it's no longer canon. It was canon at the time, but no longer. He was a Richmond good boy to start his career, so it's just kind of funny that now he finds himself back here in another universe. All roads will lead you home some way or another. So Hemingway, I mean, he's pitched pretty good. This is a Richmond lineup that does have potential to explode at some points. So now Berger down 1-2. We'll see if he can find a way here. I think he's going to say he went. Yep. Yep. That is strike 3 there for Ryan Berger. That's the 7th strikeout for Hemingway. So, again, outside of the 2 home run balls, yeah, he's pitched pretty darn good. 7 Ks in 4 innings. Not even officially 4 yet. 3 2/3. 7
No
strikeouts.
strike.
It's almost 2 strikeouts an inning.
Up. Ball.
So Addison's got 2-ball count.
Ah.
I think this will be the last game of the night, guys. And we'll head into tomorrow night. Whether Seattle wins this, it'll be 3-3. And then if Richmond wins it, of course, it's over. Then we only potentially have 2 more games to do tomorrow night. We'll see. We'll see what time it is when this one's over. Because it could go into extras. It could be a long stream. You never know.
The third baseman.
But I'm thinking that this one might be it for tonight.
Ball. 1-0.
Little pop-up here, shortstop, left fielder converging. Then Ryan Berger will be there. Make the grab. So bottom 4th starts out with a little pop-up to the infield. 1 down. Elvis Doe, 1 for 1. Little bloop type single here. Ground ball to Ricky. Can he make the play? Piazza's going to cut him off here. I think that was a little too slow of a transfer. No! He's going to nab him at first. Wow. Okay. For a second there, it looked like Piazza took his slow, sweet time and he wasn't going to get him, but he beat him by a step. We're out number 2 here in the 4th. And now we got a fly ball to left. Quevedo. He'll get there, and that was an easy 4th inning. Richmond headed to the top of the 5th with 7, 8, and 9. If any one of those guys gets on, then now you got the top of the order back up here looking for more run production. Rico Ramos, can we check pitching matchups for Game 6? Yes, we can. I think Rico, I think Ramos Jr. probably would be ready. He'd probably be at like 75%, which I think is good enough to start for him. But it's such a tough call because, like, you've still got good arms in that rotation. It's such a tough call because you got to get to Game 7 for him to even go, for him to even matter. So yeah, we'll look at it, see how fast he's recovered, but I'm sure that he'd be ready to go for Game 6 if we wanted him to. There's the drive, Altman. That's why we kept him in the lineup, baby. There you go, another solo shot for the good boys. It is 3-0. There's just some times that Altman comes up like that. Most of the time, he finds a way to strike out in a big moment, but then there's other times like that where he just delivers. He rarely ever just gets a single, Like he's never the guy that just gets a base hit and then he's on. He's always a guy that's just driving in runs all the time. It's just funny. Brady Dunn. Lefty righty. He actually hits lefties better than he does right-handers.
0-2.
Rico says I need to win 2, so I'd rather you save him for Game 7. Okay. I don't think that you want to throw Spencer Clark out there for Game 6. You've already used Nakamura as well, so it's almost like one of those things you might even want to go with like Wellburn or somebody like that. Still got some good arms to choose from. But Brady Dunn's got a base hit, and it was just out of the reach of Clayton Hall. So give Kingston Mondesir another shot here with one down, too. So Richmond is in business to make some more noise here against this Seattle pitching. The 0-0. Gonna miss.
Ball. 1 ball. No
6
strike.
for 20 for Kingston Mondesir. That one's ripped but foul. Watch out there. Looks like they got Ramon Anaya in the bullpen. He's getting ready. So that might be a stopgap. I think that's probably who they would end up going with. And they got, a little hit and run action. Trying to protect the runner was Kingston. I mean, I guess you have to. Brady Dunn's, again, he's not the fastest guy, but he's got decent speed. Good decision there by Mondesir just to try to foul that thing off. If you didn't think your runner got a good enough lead,
Ball.
good enough jump. So 2-2. It's kind of make or break for both teams right here, I think. Richmond needs more runs. Seattle needs to put a stop to it. But good boys are out of the double play spot. So full count here to Kingston, and that will be a ground ball here to first. That'll at least move Dunn over to third, and at least give Scott Gonzalez a chance for a single to knock in Brady Dunn. Got to get to 4. 4-run lead going into the 6th inning. That would be big. Brady Dunn wheels, says Josh. Too funny. 75th pitch upcoming in the 5th inning for Hemingway. And that, oh man, just pulled. Foul. 0-2 pitch here for Gonzalez. Struck him out. Hemingway gets it done, locks it down, but he does give up the solo shot to Connor Altman, giving Richmond the 3-0 lead. The big thing for Richmond now, how do they hold on to that lead? But we've seen it time and time and time again. Richmond has a way with Jose Navarre and other bullpen pieces. They find a way to kind of blow it sometimes, don't they? Like that. Base hit here, Damian Campbell. Leadoff single. I mean, that thing was absolutely smoked. There was no chance that Ryan Berger was going to do much with that. So now you got the number 9 hole hitter. It'd be nice to get a double play.
No, that's the ball.
But knowing Irizarry, he will probably hit a fly ball. Line drives and fly balls for Irizarry. He likes to do that.
Ball.
Piazza's has got a good pitch count right here. 56 in the 5th.
Ball.
He's got a miss right there. So now you're in trouble here because now it's 1, 2, 3 coming up next. You don't have anybody down.
That's the ball.
And you're going to walk Irizarry. So, yeah, we're in some trouble now. Goro Kobayashi coming up. Always a tough guy to get out. And then it's not over because the next batter up after that will be Seiko.
No ball. 1 strike.
And we know what he likes to do with runners in scoring position. The 1 pitch is fouled off. It's a good pitch to get into his kitchen a little bit. Got him. Oof. The slider. 4th strikeout there for Piazza. We'll take a look at that stat cast and see the sequence. High and in, low and in, and low and away. Out, in, out. That was the sequence. So how do we attack Seiko Ichiman? You got to be careful with him. He can tie it up with 1 swing of the bat, as you can see there. Even when going the other way, being a little bit late, he's got the potential to hit a bomb. Strike 2.
No ball.
Hitting 95. Ichiro batting stance is idle. 0-2. Little looper. Kingston Mondesir coming on. He'll get there. If that was anybody else in center field, I don't feel like they get there, man. So that's a great play in center just to take that hit away. But again, it's yeah, this top of the order is a little murderer's row. Got a lot of contact. Maybe not a ton of power with Kobayashi and Seiko and Hall, but they're tough. Good vision, good contact, 1 through 3. Got a 1-1 upcoming here to Clayton Hall. Can they finish him off? A running fastball. Haven't seen that from Piazza so far. So 1 and 2. What are they going to dial up here? Looks like a slider. Could be. Nope. Four-seamer. Popped him up. KJ will get there. And that'll be it. Out number 3. End of the 5th. We will go into the top of the 6th. Richmond looking for some more run support. But take a look at what Ramon Anaya has done. In 7 innings, 7 strikeouts, 3 walks. Against righties, he was amazing. .83. Against lefties, not so much. So we'll see what this guy's got. We have never seen him in gameplay. Winning the Cy Young, winning the Best Pitcher Award in the GGBL this year. 20 wins, no starts. All of it was done in the bullpen. Of course, the CPU loves those guys to get a lot of wins for that award. So we'll see what Ricky's got in him here, if anything. I'm just waiting. I've been waiting for 4 seasons. 2-0. Changed him up a little bit. I feel like Ricky did more with Boston. I feel like there were more moments in Boston he actually did something. We got a little ground ball. That'd be an easy play. Ricky's out. He goes 0 for 3 so far. He will probably have another at bat, but I'm not expecting much. 1 for 2 for KJ. Had the solo shot. He was last season's home run champion for Seattle. So go figure that. He comes back to Kenneth Alexander Memorial Stadium. His father. Gives Richmond a 2-0 lead. But now Ramon Anaya has got the best hitters in this lineup.
2-2.
Backed up against the wall here. Had Holderman out in front of the curveball. Got him a ground out. 2-2 pitch here to KJ. Got a little circle change on him. See if KJ can lean back. Again, and hit another one here. Maybe Anaya mislocates, but he does not mislocates. His curveball perfectly located. Throws KJ for a strikeout, and that's probably why he's been so effective. So Ryan Berger steps up to the plate. 104 home runs in 4 seasons. So you'd think by 8 years he's going to have 200. 12 seasons he'd have 300. Maybe he gets to the 300 club. Maybe it'll never happen for him. That's the cool thing about the GGBL and your custom players, man. We will figure out where their careers head. The longer you stick with us, we'll figure all that out together. All right, bottom 6. Piazza's still a very good pitch count there. 69. No jokes there, just in general, just a good number. 69 at 6 innings, entering in this the 6th. It's good. But he has missed his spots here a little bit the last couple of innings. 2 pitches missed well inside against Joe Shatora. Finally got one in there. Kind of gave the umpire a little stare down, like, dude, they weren't even close, man. Just calm down. 2-1 is gone. Oh, Josho Tora. 384. Goodbye. I got to see where that pitch was located. I kind of lost it in the shuffle. I think he was trying to go inside again. Yep. Oh, man. So 4 straight pitches trying to go inside. Ouch, man. Ouch. So Seattle is back in it here. As we saw in the Phoenix game, 3 runs doesn't mean it really much. But being down 2 definitely helps. Getting to that bullpen definitely helps. And again, Piazza kind of missing his spots right here. I'd hope that they've got the bullpen going here. Got him. Good deuce. Number 5 for Piazza. He's been solid tonight. Been solid. But I think if Doe gets on base, I would hope that they're going to take him out. But would love to see 6 and 7 get out here. Quevedo is there. Good catch. Yep. Here we go. Okay, so you got to get Jack Mitchell right here. If you get Mitchell, I think that's going to signal the end for Piazza going into the 7th.
No strike.
So, like, either way, I think that that's probably going to do it for him. It should do it for him. If I had my way, at least. 2-2 pitch here. You think they're going to go curveball again? Nope, they're going to go high fastball. Ooh, they wanted it. Yeah, I think if he gets on, you got to take him out. Go get him. Oof. Nova, beautiful swing from Tora. Yes. Yes, it was. 3-2 again. Mitchell's fighting, and oh no! Mitchell! He goes yard, and it left the ballpark very, very quickly. 102. Richmond's blowing the lead, man. They're blowing the lead. This game has been all about the solo home runs. Richmond's got 3, Seattle's got 2. And they tried to go inside again. And Piazza missed. That's what I'm saying, man. I think they left him in there a little too long. I think that's it. No? They're going to still keep... Man, they're going to keep him in there? Dude, get him out. Get him out of the game. Trust the pen. We can kill 3 more innings. Come on. Oh, man. He's just missing his spots, man.
2-1.
91st pitch upcoming, dude. Like, get him out of here. You can do a few things here. Probably like fastball high and in, slider low and away. They're going to go fastball high and in. He hit his spot there, but... Off speed. Got him. Okay, slider. Oh, man, that was a taxing inning there for Piazza, though, and I think, again, like, you got to get him out. You got to go to the pen. All right, so it is now a 3-2 game, top of the 7th. Addison squaring off against Anaya. This is a good battle right here. Let's see who wins this. Hitting 99. Anaya could go like three innings. He could get him to the 8th.
Ball. 1-1.
Oh, Chris. Come on, man.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Ooh, hung in there. That's a tough pitch. You think that's going to be a ball? It's going to be on your knee. Kind of breaks back over the plate. That should fall in, don't you think? Don't you think? Don't you think? Yes, sir. Irizarry can't make the play. Addison's definitely got 2. Kobayashi gets the throw back in, and it is a leadoff double for Chris Addison. There you go, baby. That's the clutching up that we needed right there. Needed that.
1-0.
So now Quevedo steps up. We were talking about his power, his contact numbers at the very beginning of this game.
He's in there. Hey.
Thinking about taking him out, replacing him for one of those catchers, either Sam Wilson or LeVar Rowe. So far, he is 0 for, and that one is going to land just fair down the line. Base hit for Quevedo. It's going to score Addison, and he rolls in with a double. Julian Quevedo comes up with a clutch knock here for the good boys, and he just found a way to keep it fair. I think it hit the chalk line. If we can get... Yes, it did. It was on the chalk line. Exactly. Oh, my goodness. And now, Connor Altman, who, again, like we said, steps up big with runners in scoring position. Usually. Got a chance to bust this thing back open here. If you get a 2-run bomb, man, 6-2, that's absolutely huge. But what are we swinging at, man? Altman was way off the plate. What are we doing? And then we got Quevedo tagging to third, somehow makes it. That was really close. Too close for comfort. But the aggressiveness might pay off. Brady Dunn against Ramon Anaya, the best pitcher award winner. Richmond's getting to him here, it seems like. This would be a big moment for Brady Dunn and all the fans out there of Brady Dunn. Can his story continue for the memes? Brady Dunn RBI time, says Sports Game with Josh. Quevedo clutch stuff. 1-2. Brady Dunn pops it up to third. Little curveball. I don't really blame him for that. But now it's up to Kingston Mondesir. He's got the solo shot there in the 3rd inning. Man on third. Got to get him in somehow. We've had him in there since 1 out.
1-0.
Banish him to New Orleans. I wanted to, guys. I wanted to. He came up clutch last year, though. So I've got a newfound admiration for Brady Dunn. All right, Kingston. 1-1 pitch. Good take. Very good take. The 2-1. Ooh. All right. This is where it gets tough. You can sit fastball. You got to react to a curve or a slider, which is fast enough as it is. And he does throw a fastball. Blown away. Tough pitch. Kingston strikes out, but Quevedo comes up big. Addison comes up big just to get into that scoring position. And it's going to extend our lead to 2 versus having it be to 1. 1 run versus 2 runs, big difference in a playoff game. But they're going to keep Piazza out there. He is close to 100 pitches. Maybe they're thinking they want to get one out here. There goes Altman. Tracks it down nicely. For out number 1, Irizarry. Put a good swing on it, man. That could have gotten out, too. So they're going to have him face the top of the order, too. You got Ackerman, who was acquired from the San Diego Gauchos in the pen. And then Max Pryor in there as well. I'd kind of hope they go with Ackerman, but that's just me. Kind of want that storyline.
No, outside.
They traded Kosuke Fong, the backup catcher, for a little more relief help back in the offseason of this year, if you guys remember. Inside the Discord, I know I talked about that at length. But 1-2 pitch here. They got Kobayashi to strike out of that pitch the last time he came up. They're going to go back to the well here. And they do, but that's a base hit. Kobayashi learned. That'll be a 1-out double. And please get him out of the game. Thank you. Ay, ay, ay. It's about time. Piazza gave a good outing, man. Things could have definitely gotten a lot worse. Tough Seattle team.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, God.
now Jose.
This guy wasn't even warmed up. He wasn't even in the pen. We had Ackerman and Pryor. What's this guy doing? Jose Navarre. Oh, no. Don't you dare. Seiko already took him deep in the last game that we saw in gameplay. So they're going to rematch here again. Navarre and Ichiman. He's going to miss. 2 straight pitches he misses. Come on, Jose. There's a fly ball to left. Quevedo's got that one. Kobayashi taking that halfway lead off a second just in case he dropped it. Got a good jump afterward. But now you get Clayton Hall. Navarre used to be the closer. Oh, deep drive. He left that one right down the middle too. Oh my God. And that went into the seats. Pretty far up there too. That would have been a home run. He straightened it out. Strike 2, good pitch. And now, if you're Clayton Hall, you're probably thinking he wants to come low. He wants to come low on me. So maybe they go back high. We'll see. No, they're going to go low, and that's a fly ball to left. And Clayton Hall does not come through. We are through 7. Good boys still nursing that 2-run lead. Navarre gets it done.
The second baseman, Gonzalez.
So we'll go to the top of the 8th. Ramon Anaya still out there. He's given them 33 pitches to this point. It's been a good outing. I guess when you got that kind of guy available, you just run him. No need to play matchups at that point. All right, Ricky.
Number 22.
Let's see what you got. Yep, take the first pitch. Take a first pitch strike. Put yourself behind. No aggression, no aggressiveness. Yep, take a ball low. Never swings at a ball low. Got a really good eye when it comes to that. You pitch him outside, he can't do anything with it. Yeah, there's a little. Oh my God, dude, come on! Oh! Hey! An error! Yay! We got him on. He's on base with an error. I really liked it to be a base hit, but, you know, it's still weak sauce. Typical Ricky at bat. I know. It's brutal, man. Ground balls. Errors. We get on with an error. Can't ever just, like, get a natural base hit. I've noticed the base hits that he does get, he always hits line drives. Line drive base hits. Here's a line drive base hit right down the line. Ricky Probably gonna be stopped at third base. I would not test him here going to home. All right, KJ and Ricky come through. 3 and 4 hole hitters. There you go. That's what they are paid the big bucks to do. So they're gonna walk Ryan Berger here to set up the 6 hole hitter. Forget who that is. There it is, Chris Addison. They want to get to Chris Addison. Good luck. Good luck. He's been hot. You guys must not have done your scouting report. Come on, Addy. All we need is 1 fly ball. That's it. That's all we need. Just 1. Base hit would be nice. Be really nice. It'd be really ideal, but bare minimum. Fly ball and get the run in. Get back up to that 3-run lead. Yep, Quevedo is behind him. He's clutch. Yep. Here we go. 1-2 pitch. You know that slider's coming. There it is. Chris. Oh, what a play! Addison delivered the knock, but they had him played perfectly. How do you feel about that? Line drive right at the guy. Can't do any better than that. You got to put a good swing on it, and he did. Ugh. All right, so it now comes down to Quevedo. Good eye, good take. That's the thing with those high fastballs at 97. You're either taking that because you don't want it, or you're actually taking it because you know it's a ball. I think it was probably the former. He probably didn't want it. All right, Julian. This is your moment right here. This is your moment. He's going to throw him right nice and low. And oh, that was it. I can see it. I can see it. Low and inside, you turn on that thing. Come on. This is your spot. 2-1. Quevedo. Foul ball. I think he's probably down. 2 strikes. Slider grip. Ground ball. Okay, he's staying in there. He's fighting. Let's see. Oh, how do you take that, man? 3-2, 2 down. Runners will be on the move, so a base hit gives a head start. And get some more runs. 3-2. Oh, the strike 3 called. It was there. He went back to the very first pitch that Quevedo didn't want. It was a ball, but he's nice and crafty, man. Anaya he's crafty. High and inside fastball. Yep, that was a dot by Anaya to get out of the jam. So that could cost Richmond. Like we've talked about it before. Talked about it a lot. Richmond with runners in the scoring position, man. Most of our runs, 3 of our runs tonight have come off of solo shots. So the running gag with Richmond is always the fact that we can't get anybody home in scoring position. That bases loaded situation, that could come back to haunt us. We got 5 more outs to get. We got 5, 6. Miller. 6-hole hitter. Hopefully that's all that we get, because then what you'll have is 7, 8, and 9 coming up in the 9th inning. It looks like we're well on our way to do that. Max Pryor gets the first 2 outs of the inning, so now you do get that 6-hole hitter with 2 down, and it's Elvis Doe. I think you like the matchup right here, but going into the 9th, you get 7, 8, and 9, but then there is that potential. You get some runners on base in the 9th inning. Now you got to face 1, 2, 3. You're nursing a 2-run lead. That base is a loaded spot. Could play out to be pretty huge right here. Basically, in other words, you can't even let Elvis Doe get on, and we're not going to. So Pryor gets the job done. Richmond, they know what's up. Now's about the time that you need to come through now.
The right fielder.
Need to extend. They're just gonna let Anaya go the whole way. This is kind of nuts. Though I guess when he's one of your best pitchers, you just let him go. But they say screw the matchups. Let's just go with our best guys. Hemingway Anaya matchup right there. Take a look at this. Connor Altman deep drive, and oh, Joe, he dives for it, but he can't make the play. Altman's rounding first, headed for 2. He's there. That's a leadoff double. All right. Brady Dunn comes up. We get Kingston after that. We get Gonzalez after that. Can get back up to Ricky. Maybe Holderman comes through in this inning. It could happen. So Brady Dunn against Anaya. He's got another shot. Foul ball. Hitting 98. He's still bringing it. Some 0-2 on Dunn. Slider got him. Not the most ideal. 4 strikeouts for Anaya. Now he's got to face Kingston Mondesir. So, like I said, guys, if Richmond wins this one, then of course the series is done. Oh no! What? Altman, you dork! Mondesir line drive to third base, and Altman makes an elementary base running error. You have to freeze on the line drive. He took like a couple extra steps, and then he was dead. He was dead meat. Oh my God, dude. Richmond making some goof ups right here. But now we go into the bottom of the 9th inning. We will face off against 7, 8, and 9 with Michael Slaughter.
No, that's the ball.
He's taking over the closing role here for the good boys. And that's the thing. You need, like I said before, you need to get those 7, 8, 9s. You cannot have anybody get on base. You're just asking for it. That's dangerous territory. Goro, Seiko, Clayton Hall. Be death by 1,000 paper cuts at that point. Base hit after base hit after base hit. Got Jack Mitchell in a 1-2. There's a little ground ball here to second base. Gonzalez will make the throw to first. Richmond is now 2 outs away from advancing. Advantage Richmond right here. A little pop-up in foul ground. KJ is there. He'll make the play. Advantage heavily favored for Richmond right here. You got Irizarry stepping to the dish. 0 for 2 tonight. Seattle is down to their last out of the NLCS. Up by 2 runs. You like these odds for Richmond here. Foul ball. The 1-1 count. Foul ball here again. They're down to their last strike. Can Richmond do what has never been done across GGBL 21? And now here in our lore for GGBL 23. And they get it done. Strike 3. Irizarry goes down looking. And the Richmond Good Boys will be your NL champs for the 4th straight season. Another chance to win and be finally crowned GGBL champions. Is this year the year? Are they going to get it done? Finally? We'll find out. We will find out at some point next week. Probably Friday night, guys. Friday night will be the opening highlight reel vid for the Gold Series. But now we still got 2 more games potentially for Phoenix and Oklahoma City. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow night to finalize that series. So we did 2 games tonight. We'll do 2 games tomorrow night for the ALCS. And, you know, that was a great game. This is a great game. So yes, Seattle fell short yet again to Richmond. Richmond's just got their number. It's kind of like I said in the premiere last night. We want to show them who daddy is. We're their daddy. We're Seattle's daddy. Rico says they're absolutely dominant in the NL. Yep. Oh yeah, yeah. Their domination continues. Yep, for sure. Yes. And you know what the thing is with Richmond though is I feel like if we were in another division or we were in another league, if we were in the AL, I really don't know how that would play out because I feel like the NL probably has some better teams. You know, they got some tougher teams. I feel like we can go back and look at it, but let's just talk about this game and then talk about the series as a whole. Because ultimately, it was a pretty close series, all told. Pretty close series. Richmond had to come through in some spots and big spots with solo home runs. We had a ton of doubles. Addison, Altman, KJ, Cavado, Berger. Those guys had all those extra base hits, but only muster up 4 runs from 3 home runs, 3 solo shots, and then those doubles that really didn't pay off. We had one double that paid off. It was the Chris Addison double, and then the Cavado double. So I guess you'd say 2 of them paid off. But other than that, Richmond, the pitching is what won them this matchup for sure. Piazza 6 1/3, kind of got a little shaky there, but it had the 6 strikeouts, 2 walks. Navarre came through, got 2 outs. That was big. I had a little doubt with him. Slaughter came up big. He did the job. He knew exactly what he had to do. He knew exactly what he had to do to get 7, 8, and 9 to close this game out. So Seattle, what to say about Seattle? I think they're a better team for making that trade to get KJ to another opportunity and to get Shevchuk in their rotation. They were 100. I think they won 102 games this year. So obviously they've had the best season they ever had, and I think if they can address the power hitting spot in this lineup, they don't really have a lot of power. It's a lot of contact. Joshua Torres is about the only power hitter in this Emerald starting 9, but their pitching staff got a lot better. Of course, Anaya wins the best pitcher award this season out of the bullpen. You've got Shevchuk, you've got Hemingway, you've got Roberson. They're legit, even though you lose to Richmond again here. You're still a legitimate team, and I think that they're going to have some even better seasons to come in this GGBL series. So let's preview the ALCS because I know Rico said he wanted to take a look at that. So we've got. Well, right now we've got Wellburn against Cedeno. And looking at OKC's rotation here, we do go at the Burnside Dome, so Phoenix is now at home. Connor Slater, of course, pitched the game before, so he's out. You got a ton of options here. You can go with Cedeno. He went 6 11. I probably would not even touch that. He's got a 5.74 right now. He has not pitched in the postseason. Johnny Hammer was not very good either in his postseason performance. And he had a 6.8. He's never been any good at all. He's been awful. So yet still the overall rating says that he should remain a starter. So you got that to worry about. Escobedo, though, has been very good. As far as GGBL numbers are concerned, he's been really good. A 4.22 ERA. The walks are a little high. But the win-loss record speaks for itself. So at 22 years old, he's been good. Carson Silva, he's available. He's about 75% ready to go. That might be the guy that gets the nod. If it were me, I'd probably lean toward Escobedo. And then you have some options here with Silva and Slater for Game 7, if it gets to that point. Now for Phoenix, on the other side, you've got Wellburn, who's slated to start, and he's got a 4.91 ERA. But this season, he's been a winning pitcher ever since he's come in, but he's been more of a bullpen guy. He's never had a start. He's never started. He's not a starter by trade. But 96 strikeouts and 74 walks. That's not a very good whip, which is surprising because he's at a 1.2. So Wellburn, probably not the guy. Gene Kirkland, a 4.42. He's been a winning pitcher in his career. He also has not started a single game in the postseason yet. Rico could go. He's about 75%. I thought he would have been kind of more like 50. He would have been 50% ready to go. So maybe that's the best bet. Maybe Rico is your guy because you got to survive. You got to get there for Game 7. If you leave him here and you lose, you never know what might have been, right? So maybe Rico's the guy. You got to play in the now, I guess, but you do have some options as far as overall goes. Kirkland, realistically in real life, he was one of your starters all year long, but he hasn't even pitched yet. So maybe he's been resting. He does only have 3 pitches: 4-seamer, cutter, and a sinker, and he throws hard. So he does not have a single off-speed pitch. So that probably doesn't bode very well in gameplay. Something that I would look out for. Spencer Clark is definitely not available, but maybe he's your guy in Game 7. He's also 22 years old, and he's got a high ERA. He could at least keep you in the game in Game 7 if you wanted to go that route too. But yeah, pretty much nothing else here. You could go bullpen day, but then I can't manage the bullpen day at that point. So yeah, that's what Phoenix is looking like here. So we've got some options there for Oklahoma City. In my opinion, you'd probably go Escobedo or Sova. And then for Phoenix, I'd probably go with Rico. That's probably who I would go with for Game 6. And then, yeah, he's not available for Game 7, but you got to play in the now. That's kind of my mentality. But I'd love to know your guys' thoughts as viewers of the channel. Of course, I love to get your guys' feedback and all of this stuff. And you guys have a hand in the direction of the series and how it goes. So, but that is it for the night. Leave a like on the stream if you have not done so yet. I highly appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you guys Sunday night. Probably going to get going a little bit earlier than 9 o'clock. Could potentially do like 8:30, 8:45. We could only get 1 game in. But if we try to get 2 games in, if it goes to a Game 7, then we're kind of looking at like a 10 o'clock end point instead of a 11 o'clock end point if we get two more games. So let's see what you guys are saying here. Rashad says, great stream. I appreciate you, man. Rico says, KJ finally showing up when it matters. Escobedo or Sova, I would lean. Escobedo, looking at it like it's my choice for OKC. JD says, yo, Gold, but has yet to say much else. Rico says, probably Rico. I would then move Kirkland and Welburn to the bullpen. Yes, that's a good strategy. Yep, move Welburn to long relief. Yep. That would be a good move, I think. Just so that your best guys are back there. Like this Matt Meyer guy needs to be a starter. And then, let's do... man, their bullpen is just not very good. Melendez, probably. Yeah. Let's get Melendez out of there. So now you got Welburn and Kirkland who can be bullpen guys. I think if I do this, is it going to say that I don't have a rotation? No, it's not. Okay. So I guess in the postseason you can run. I think you told me that, Rico. I think you told that to me before. So Matt Meyer, they want to start here. So Rico. Yeah, I think you mentioned that to me a long time ago, that you can run with a 3-man rotation or something. You can run with that. So right now, as it stands, depending on what other people say, we've got Escobedo against Rico Ramos Jr. as a chance for Rico to save their season to get it to a Game 7. That's what they need. They need Rico to have a good outing tonight to let them fight for an opportunity for Game 7. They dug themselves into a little bit of a hole, but now Rico's there to kind of save them a little bit. All right, guys, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the streams, or the games, the stream, the games, plural. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Like I said, probably going to get going a little earlier, about 8:30. Save us some time in case we go 7 games, which it might happen that way. Phoenix has got the home field advantage, and they could end up reeling off 2 more wins here. We could get a Phoenix and Richmond Gold Series, which could be kind of cool. But OKC against Richmond would be cool too. Anybody against Richmond's cool. Because we made it again, baby. All jokes aside, I'll see you guys in the next one. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.